One of the last remnants of the Berlin Wall. Today it's a memorial site and a popular tourist attraction. It shows the Berlin Wall, which divided the country into two, was actually a complex and extensive system that included a whole range of fortification elements. Only a few of them still remain, including this watchtower and this floodlight. Axel Klausmeier is director of this memorial site. Together with the art historian Leo Schmidt, he's photographed what's left of the border fortifications and explained their purpose. The result is a travel guide with a difference.
We were mainly interested in documenting the actual physical remains as a way of explaining how people suffered because of the wall, and how the whole border machinery functioned.
Featured in the book is the Invaliden Cemetery in central Berlin. It dates back to the 18th century. The wall ran through the middle of the graveyard. The remaining fragments of the wall provide some indication of just how vast the border area was.
We're here at what was once the hinterland fence. It was the first fortification on the eastern side, and the brutality of the border is very apparent here, because it cuts all the way through the cemetery. It sliced through the graves without any respect for existing structures.
The art historian also has an explanation for the wall's striking paintwork.
The point of these elongated white rectangles was to highlight anyone who passed in front of it in the darkness. Anyone escaping at night was more visible against the white background. It was very useful for the border troops and for observation generally.
The wall also left its mark on this house, in what used to be East Berlin.
The death strip ran along here. The house that you see behind me would have been built in the late 19th century and jutted out in this direction, thereby occupying the border zone. So as the border zone expanded in the 1960s, the house had to make way.
Axel Klausmeier has also investigated how the Spree River factored into the border area. In the communist era, East Berlin's largest harbor was located southeast of the Oberbaum Bridge. This picturesque pontoon was actually part of the blockades designed to deter potential defectors.
The thing here was that both sides of the river were in the east. But behind the trees is the Landwehr Canal that leads to West Berlin and the Kreuzberg district. In 1962, there was an escape attempt involving a boat. So after that, the East Germans extended the blockade into the river so that access to the Landwehr Canal was effectively blocked.
In his guidebook, Axel Klausmeier traces the 42 kilometers of wall that ran through the middle of Berlin, dividing east and west. A further 120 kilometers around West Berlin sealed it off from surrounding East Germany. Klausmeier is planning to make the info on the remaining traces of the wall available on the internet so that everyone can see them. It's one way of making sure the Berlin Wall is never forgotten.